So, here we go. We are live. Hello, everyone. Silent Knight 8891 of Knight Commander Gaming here. Welcome back to Space Mutha Truckas. You know the name of the game. Space trucking and getting money. With me, as always, my partner in crime and everything else, Elite Dangerous, Justin 1 2012, and Pops.
Hey.
So yeah, we're off to Ross 33. At least Justin and I are off to Ross 33 to pick up some superconductors. Justin just said this on his broadcast. Get some gaming. For those of you that maybe want to see a different perspective on this, we just cleaned up some anacondas, and we were just kind of having some fun there. But we're all back in our Type 9s now, so we can move some weight. Yep.
Yeah, if you're looking and asking why are just me and Knight going to Ross, was Pops doing? Pops is en route for another mission, which is to grab and slay membranes, but he's got to go to different areas. So we try to multitask and keep, the flow of trade that we're doing as optimum as possible. There's no need for everyone to be doing the same thing, but to be working on something different just to get that going. So money from all sides, right?
Why not?
Yep.
I'm dropping in the Crown City.
Credits flowing.
Yeah, so last time we did this, I hit my billion mark, so I'm looking pretty good. And it's like it doesn't stop. Gotta get more, But what I actually want to talk about is the Mamba. So if you saw the latest and greatest from Elite Dangerous, from Frontier, my favorite guy sitting at, the Mamba is the newest ship coming. I mean, there's also the Crate Phantom, but the Crate Phantom's more of a variant. It's not really a new ship. It's just a different version of a ship we already have. So I'm not stoked. I'm probably going to buy it just because that's what I do. But I'm going to buy it just to see what it's like. Hey, you're a billionaire too. You stop it.
I am actually not yet. I will be. I will be
what,
after
you
today.
shy 10 million credits?
No, I'm actually currently sitting at 944 million.
Oh wow, yeah, you're really far off.
But yeah, I'm super far behind. So after today, you guys will actually probably see me on the broadcast hit that Billionaires Club, which is kind of cool. That'll be a big milestone for me, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, the Mamba looks really good. It's gonna be, as we were discussing earlier, it's gonna be basically a smaller version of the Fertile Ants.
Yes, it literally looks like they took the engines of the Fertile Ants and then just removed everything else and just stuck a fighter, a cockpit right in front of the engines. So here you go.
Almost like
so it looks like.
It's almost like a bigger, beefier version of a Taipan. Is kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like, because just of
it's
like
supposed to be super quick though.
Yeah.
I'll have me one too.
Yeah, well, why not? I honestly, come to think of it, I probably would be. I would be in the Billionaires Club right now, but I spent some money recently, so it set me back a bit.
Case.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to tally up all the assets, I've been in the Billionaires Club with all the ships I've got.
Oh, sure.
Because that's where all my money
I
goes.
said that on the last broadcast we did. I was saying, because someone asked what was my actual net worth, I guess, in game, my assets or whatever, and it was like 1.8 billion or something like that. So I was like, I guess technically I'm already considered.
Yeah, technically you were there. Now you're there.
I just didn't have the actual account balance. Yeah. So now, on all fronts. But I'm here. I'm gonna pick up superconductors. Need those.
Yeah, and you have
I
besides.
feel like doing the math, so I'm gonna grab all of them.
Besides this this superconductor mission, Justin, do you have another one?
Yes. All right. So I guess I gotta do some math real quick. So let me see. Right now, you put 207 in the last haul for 792. 792. If you minus 207 from that, it needs 585. Okay. I have 720. So if you take that from 720, I'm gonna have 135 left over. So on the other one, we need 732.
732?
Yeah, but I have 137, so you need to pick up 595.
595. Got it.
Yeah, and then from there we'll start working on insulate membranes, beryllium, you know, all that good stuff.
All the good
In the meantime,
I'm
good to
in
go.
system and en route to Wagner Station.
Copy that, Pops. I'm shoving off, making my way out of Crown City.
Got it. I've also got a couple of missions myself, one for insulating membrane and one for silver.
Copy that. Oh, Geminorum is where I was going to get all the metals, beryllium and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a great place.
Yeah.
That's all they do over there is mining.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
all
get
they
some.
do.
You can get some insulating membrane there, but I think I've about tapped them out the last couple of days. I've been hauling out of there.
Well,
Out of the slot. Alright, I'm going to start targeting good old Spark Base, also known as Bennett Gateway, and Akanor.
so you said 592 was the amount?
595.
Ooh,
That's what
95.
what you needed.
Right,
Yeah, I won't be
590.
short those 3.
Oh yeah, that'd be a bummer. All right, 595 in the hold, targeting Bennett Gateway.
Yeah, so back to the Mamba. Alright, so
Yes.
the Mamba, I was saying it's gonna be really quick and really cool. So what I like what they did was it literally is a mini Fer-de-Lance, because even when you like look at if you look at the ship's hard points and everything, like the way it's set up, it still is pretty much a Fer-de-Lance. It's got a huge hard point, so you still get that giant gun. And the cool thing about where it's set, it's set right over the cockpit. So I think it's gonna be kind of cool to look up and see, you know, that huge laser or minigun or whatever you have hovering over you.
Yep.
You know, and then it's got 2 large, which is not bad at all, and then it's got 2 small hard points. But a lot of people are like, "Oh, they're too small," but I think that's cool because I personally I would stick to missile launchers there, and that would just be like a secondary fire off. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, why not?
I think it's pretty cool, but it looks cool. It's different. It's about time we got a ship that didn't look like everything else or that we hadn't seen before. I mean, I'm sure if you played this game like 90 years ago, of course you saw the original version, but I like that they did something new. It's nice to see something new. I mean, I felt that way when the crate came. I thought it was nice to see a new ship, a new design. You know what I mean? So,
well, also the thing I gotta say about the Mamba is that I love how small the canopy is.
yeah.
Because it's way harder to target / breach it when you have a smaller canopy, and where it's positioned.
Yes.
Where it's positioned,
it's not right on the nose.
it's not like right on the nose where you're gonna be, if you go toe to toe with someone, you're gonna be taking fire there.
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. I like the way they designed it. It's designed really well as a fighter.
Well, from the lore, it's supposed to be based off of a racer, so.
Yeah, it was designed originally as a racer, so I think it would be cool to do those canyon races in.
Yeah, that could be. That
Yeah,
would definitely be cool.
yeah, spark good times.
I like the first description you gave of it was ample, and what comes to my mind was Anakin Skywalker and his speed racer on the episode 1.
Speeder,
where he's just tied in a pod between 2 massive engines.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it looks like. Because those engines
looks like a pod
huge.
racer. Yeah.
Yeah. They put skin on a
looking
pod
forward to
racer
that.
and put it out in space.
Now, from what I understand with the Phantom, it's supposed to be, it's a little sleeker and it's a little more nimble and faster than the Crate Mark II. So,
Yeah.
I think that'll be cool. And last but not least, the mining. The mining looks pretty cool so far.
Yes.
From what I've seen, the mining does look like it'll be cool. It'll be a change of pace.
The biggest glitch I heard in the beta review was that the asteroids that produced the fissures, they weren't producing those. Nobody was able to find them and all.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Hopefully
Well, I mean, Frontier did
That's
say
what
they
the
were
beta's
taking
for.
a look at. Yeah, Frontier said they were going to take a look at that because everyone was having a hard time with that. So,
Yeah, well,
yeah, you're right. That's what the beta's for. So,
And that's what beta testing is for, is situations just like that. So. I think it's good that they caught it. You know, it's a bummer like that people couldn't test out the feature right away. But I think it's better that they find an issue like that in beta before it gets released into the full game, and then they have to try and fix it later.
Have they given us a release date after the beta closes when they're going to...
It's usually like a week or two, because you got to figure after beta's done, they take like a week or two to correct or change anything. So honestly, I'm thinking second week of December we'll see it.
That's probably a pretty solid guess.
That's what I feel. I feel like the second week, cause it's not gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be before Christmas, but it's not gonna be the very first week. So I think the second week, probably like on a Tuesday or something like that, we're gonna see the update show up. So that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Roger that. Back on mission. I'm at Wagner Station. Just want to reaffirm that I am picking up insulating membrane.
Roger that. You are picking up insulating membrane. Stand by. We're going to drop off our loads, complete these missions, and I'm going to share the insulating membrane mission with you, and then we should be good to go. Copy.
Roger that. I can go ahead and pick it up though. I mean,
yeah, you can go and grab the full load. You can grab it and start heading back if you want.
I'll head back that way, and then once I en route, I can accept that mission before dropping off.
Eyes on you, Knight. You're right ahead of me. I'm waiting in queue. Coming in pad 17.
Copy. Yeah, I got eyes on you.
Be advised, they only had 1,700 available.
Copy that. We'll get the remaining from Cartier. Cartier supposedly has some. We only need 18 and change, so we'll get the bulk from Wagner where you are, and get the rest from Cartier. That or Bird City says they have some as well, so
that leaves their supply here. The supply here is 994, so there's enough for one more run, as long as nobody else in between does anything.
Copy. Well, I'm be headed that way in a second anyway, so we should be good.
Be advised, if there's missions for polymers or semiconductors or superconductors, there's a massive supply here.
Copy that. I'm
Thanks
on the pad.
Update.
I'm gonna set in, and let's get this stuff turned in so we can move on. Hey, Pops, don't forget once you get back here to go and collect your money from these missions.
Roger that.
And you gotta make sure you join. So you're already joined in on this one, correct? The one that we're currently on.
Whichever one y'all have shared and show me contributing to.
Okay.
Hey Justin, do you want me to wait on dropping my stuff off on this superconductor mission, or do you want to?
You don't have to wait. I mean.
Okay, I'll have 10 left in my hold.
Go ahead and well, no, I'm gonna drop mine off for this. You can drop yours off to the next one I'm gonna share. Okay.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Yep.
So stand by. Yeah, Pops, when you get here, you're gonna want to collect this. I'm gonna share the next one to you, and you're gonna want to collect that one as well. Copy.
Roger that. Yeah, I'm only showing the one superconductor mission right now.
Okay, that's completed. Yeah. Okay, I'm sharing this one now. Go ahead and join in on that one.
Copy. See it. Accepting mission.
Roger that.
Alright. So now
Course laid in and launching now.
let's see here.
So you just gotta turn in the remainder for this one, and then I'll complete that one, and then I'll share the insulated membranes.
Copy that. Alright, 595 dropped off.
Okay, how are we short
by 2?
How are we short 2?
I'm gonna take a guess and say math.
Yeah, I guess.
Double check your cargo hold. Make sure one didn't get stuck.
Nothing stuck.
No, I dropped off 595. That's what I had.
Yeah, I dropped off everything that I had. I mean, I guess it's Alpha too. Okay, so we need to grab 2 as well as some insulated membrane. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to Wolf. I'm gonna grab the a full load of insulated membranes -2. Pops, just stand by here. I'll bring the superconductors as well as the insulated membranes back. You might as well come to
If you're gonna put me in standby mode, I'll switch over to a escort vehicle. Patrol the
well,
star.
you can't. No, you can't. What do you call it? You can't turn in your stuff yet. You're not gonna have anywhere to put it yet.
Oh, roger that.
So yeah, just stand by. I'm gonna go grab some insulated membranes. Now you might as well come too because you got a mission with insulated membranes as well.
I do,
it's
yes. Let's.
So we'll grab that. I'll grab 2 superconductors as well while I'm there, and that when we come back, we'll just start throwing everything in a pot.
All right. Remind me again. It's Ross.
Wolf 1453.
Oh, Jesus, Wolf. Wolf 1453. All right.
All right. So, you know what I think is also gonna be cool that no one's really talking about, the space storm type of stuff. I think that's
being threatened with interdiction.
Of course you are.
Alright, got Wolf 1453 plugged in.
Scout.
I'm looking for it. It's not in the immediate. I guess I gotta type it in by hand. No, I got it. There we go. Alright. Swing it around. Alright, clear mass lock.
Alright. I'm getting ready to slide through the slot myself.
Alright, I'm all good. Yeah, so like when they implement the space storm stuff, that's gonna look cool, as well as like redoing the graphics to make it darker, I guess you could say, for like the dark side of the planets. But I mean, the update 4 I think is gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna bring some cool stuff to the table. Also the narrative missions, I think that's gonna be cool. So I'm looking forward to it. What I'm really looking forward to though is the mega ships that we're gonna get, the super carriers.
Yeah.
And next year's updates.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny too because you know one thing I see and it always just kind of makes me laugh is I'd be watching a video on I was watching a video on the Mamba, and it's funny how like in the comments section there's all these people talking about like talking about Star Citizen, and it's like, yeah, but guess what? They don't have a full game.
Yeah, they don't.
It's like
I mean, I'm not knocking Star Citizen because honestly, I've seen a couple of the videos, and I think the idea and everything that they're going with for the game, I think it looks incredible. It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's only on PC.
It's yeah. Well, not only that, but it's still not a full game. So it's like one of them things where it's like seeing, I don't know, your favorite car. Maybe it's a new Ferrari. And you're like, it looks cool, but it's been a concept for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you guys actually gonna make it, like, so. I'm not knocking it. I don't think it looks bad of a game or anything like that, but I just, like you just said, I feel like at least Elite Dangerous is a full game, actually, that we can actually actively play. We're not sitting here going, oh, this is still alpha,
Well, that's the thing is,
beta, it's still alpha gameplay.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I was wondering, I wasn't even sure if Star Citizen had ever made it to alpha.
No. And that's the thing. Star Citizen would be a game that, if I was going to buy a PC and start getting into PC gaming, that would be the game that make me do it. But it's not a full game, so I'm not going to bother. You know what I mean? I'm not going to bother with something that's still a work in progress. If they said, okay, if next month, if they said, okay, the game releases this week, I'd be like, okay, I think I'm going to invest in a PC. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what
I want to check that out, but they're not. They're still in alpha mode, which makes me skeptical about even bothering with it. It's been alpha gameplay for years.
Well, it's like the same thing.
Years.
Well, I bet Elite Dangerous is going to give us Space Legs next year, but it's going to be paid content.
No, I don't honestly think
if we do Space Legs, I think it won't be till like the end of next year or the following year. And honestly, I'm not too big on Space Legs.
I don't think. I honestly,
I don't care.
Think so.
I don't care either way myself. I can see enough of my ship I mean, why do I want to go through it and take a nap or something while
yeah,
I'm in space?
I don't think they, and that's the thing is like I really don't think they're gonna do it because I actually watched Obsidian Ant. We mentioned him earlier. He actually did a video on that on Space Legs, and the thing with it is it's not like just a bolt-on feature. It would be akin
you need a whole new game.
It would be akin to making a whole new game.
No, it would change. Yeah.
Which
you need a whole new game.
Yeah, you would really need a whole new game, which I just don't think Frontier's going to do. It's like if they're going to do Space Legs, I think they'll wait until the next Elite Dangerous game, and just make it a.
It would totally change. It would totally change this game.
Yeah, it would, because you got to think right now. This game is very much a flight simulator for space, which I'm fine with, and I love it for that fact. If you introduce Space Legs, because I think about it all the time, I think like even with Star Citizen, I think like I don't think I would play that with a flight controller, just because I feel like I'm gonna spend just as much time getting out of the ship, walking around, or fighting on a planet as I am flying. So I don't want to go back and forth between.
Right, I'd have to switch controllers or something, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a game where I would play with just a controller, you know what I mean?
Yep.
If this game has Space Legs, I would just play with a controller, because I'd feel like half the time I'm getting out of the seat, so why set up my HOTAS, you know what I mean, just to get up and have to use the controller.
Right.
So, like you said, it would be a different game. Honestly, it would kind of be like playing, I don't know, like playing Grand Theft Auto, in the sense where, yeah, you can fly things and drive things and stuff like that, but you can also get out and run around. So it'd still be cool. It's gonna be a space genre game, and I'm with that. I'm totally for it. But it also, like you said, it's gonna change the game. It's not just gonna be a flight sim anymore. So I don't know. I think Elite Dangerous, I think they're capitalizing on being the flight simulator space genre game.
I think they're capitalizing on being a complete game.
Right. Well, I mean, just what they're doing, and then I feel like if Star Citizen ever actually gets up and running, it's going to be the counterpart, in a sense that it's not just a flight sim. You know what I mean? It's a space game. Honestly, I feel like it's like a more advanced Mass Effect. If you get what I'm trying to
I kind of get what you're going for, yeah.
Because on Mass Effect, you think about it, you can walk around a ship, you can go to planets and stuff, you can fly the ship. You don't fly like we're flying, but like in a sense, I feel like it's gonna be like a Mass Effect, but you actually get hands-on with the ships.
Right.
That's what I feel like it's gonna be. So, I mean, I'm interested in seeing it actually being complete finally, and seeing what happens with it. I mean, you've seen the Squadron 42 trailer. I think it looks cool, that idea.
Yeah, and like
I think
you said,
it looks cool, but
and like you said, it's like I'm not knocking Star Citizen. It's just it's a good looking game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also like you were saying before though too, where it's like I don't think I'm gonna bother investing in a game that's not complete.
Oh wait, hold on, I gotta interrupt you for a second. Are you in Wagner or are you just headed here?
I am about to come through the slot at Wagner.
Okay, don't come in here. My bad.
Reverse thrust.
Go to Cartier, because they only have 6 and some change. I'm just gonna pick what they have left. Yeah,
so
and
somebody else hit them after I did.
So yeah, I'm picking up what they have left here, which I just did.
All right.
Just go ahead and grab from Cartier.
All right.
Yeah, my apologies on that one. I forgot to tell you before you actually ever got here.
Cancel docking request.
Copy that. We have canceled your docking request.
Ah, gosh dang it! Come on.
Alright, I'm at max capacity. I am turning around. I'm gonna head back to Akanor in the gateway.
Where is my... There we go, okay. Holy cow, that was adventure.
I don't even see it on the map. Why is it not in my immediate? It should be. It's not that far. How far do we get here?
It took me 3 jumps to get... It took me 2 jumps to get there and 3 to get back once I loaded up.
No, it only took me 1 to get here.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever. It's gonna take me apparently 2 to get back. Okay. Yeah, because just past Chiorion, it's just like 16 light years, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Initiate launch phase. I'm clear.
That being said, I gotta make an addendum to my to a video. If anybody's seen my outfitting for success video, one of the things I talked about in that video was on the core internals that I was going for max jump distance. Well, I recently made a little bit of a change to my Type 9 setup, and I decided to go with some military grade armor. Because those lightweight composites, they just don't hold up. If you get interdicted, it's like you pretty much don't have a chance. So it's I just wanted to make a brief addendum to my outfitting for success video. I do highly recommend going with some armor. It drops your it drops your jump range by I think 3 or 4 light years, but I think the trade-off in protection is worth it.
Yeah, I agree. And I did the same thing. I was a little bit lighter and getting a little bit more in my jump range. I mean, not a huge gap, but just that much more usually helps. But I wanted to be able to survive if I got attacked a whole lot better, so I did the same thing that Knight was talking about. I added some military grade hull protection to my ship, which brought it down a little bit. But it's kind of like, honestly, this is trial and error, because we're also giving you an idea of our setups and what worked for us. And honestly, you could be a different pilot and something differently works for you. So don't take what we say for like goals.
It's not the law.
Like it's yeah, it's not the law. It's just what we found that works. Now,
right.
I'm sure someone else can probably have a setup that works for them, and they think it's the best setup, and by all means.
Yeah, and I was just making
this is what we found works.
Yeah, I was just making an addendum to a previous video I'd put out, just because it's I didn't want somebody being like, oh, well, what happened to his jump range? I don't know that anybody would be paying attention that hard, but if they did, it's like, if they did, that's what happened. I decided to add some armor plating to the ship, which dropped my jump range, but I think the trade-off in protection will be worth it.
Alright, final jump dock, Nora. Look at those credits, 1,026,644,227 credits. It's a nice little account right there.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 900.
It literally took me a year to get here.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 952 mil.
You know what, I can't even say that it's because of lack of knowledge, because it's also the wing missions. Wing missions didn't come until after a year of the game being out, so even if I was into trucking this hard at very beginning game, I doubt I'd be making the same amount of money anyway, because it's still, it wasn't the same. They upgraded things, so
yeah, at most you were making 4 or 5 mil at a time,
which was those were good numbers before. It's kind of like real life, like as time goes on in the game, what used to be a lot isn't anymore.
Yep. That's very much true.
So, I'm on approach to Bennett Gateway.
Alright. I've been out here, so...
I'm just chilling.
Yeah, we'll be there in a second, Daddy, and you'll be able to, turn in your stuff, and we'll be able to crack in. You can head back out, I believe, because how much insulating membranes do you have to grab, Knight?
I don't know. I literally just got set down.
Alright, copy that.
Let's see.
I know I have 18, so
they have 1109, so I'll be able to pick up a full load, 752.
Copy that. Cool.
Alright.
So
full load of cargo.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up and bring one more. When we come back and get another load, I'll probably grab some, and with the rest I'll grab beryllium, because I know they had a lot of beryllium out there in Wolf as well. So while I'm there, I'll grab that on the next pass.
Right.
Yeah, we should be good. Final approach has been a gateway. Stand by. Pops, you'll be getting a mission finalization in just a second. In the meantime, did you go ahead and complete that other mission?
Right. Affirmative.
I copy that. I'm just dropping out of slip space, coming into the gateway.
I've been taking advantage of the remote workshop while I'm here, giving Tiny a few needed upgrades, just helping her be able to keep the freight flowing and keep everybody happy in the shipping lanes here. Plus keeping those credits coming into my account.
Yeah. GSS is on the move.
You know what I could see them doing, honestly, and maybe it sounds like a crappy idea, but I'm gonna say it out loud. It might sound different. Okay, so this is, like I said, a space genre type game, right? And it's also more of a flight simulator. I think instead of adding space legs to a game like this, I think they should make a separate Elite Dangerous game, and it be like on ground. Like you get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like
you
a
could
counterpart to
live
this
in
game.
If you had a faction in the station, then you could have your lifestyle in that station and help design stuff or whatever.
No, but I mean like it'd be a totally separate game. So this be like, you know, the space flight version of the game, but there's a separate game where maybe you're like a soldier or something like that, or I don't know, a bounty hunter or something like that, but you're on foot, so you're the guy that rides in the ships when they're taking people to like certain planets and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like you don't actually pilot anything. You're everything's on ground. So you'll be able to walk around the space stations and stuff like that, but like it's more of a space
standalone. Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's a separate game, but it's still like dangerous. It's like the other half. So when we're with the Pilots Federation in this game, and all we do is fly and stuff, the other half is maybe you would choose a faction, and you're I don't know, your Empire or Federation soldier or something like that. And you play the game from that perspective. I don't know. I think that could be cool.
So you want Ghost Recon in space?
If you wanted to be shuttled, if you wanted to fly a shuttle from one station to another, to where you had your other ship, instead of transferring your ship, transfer your avatar via somebody else's passenger liner. God, that'd be a boring part of a game though, just sitting in a passenger liner for a day or so and a sightseeing trip. But I don't know, it might be stuff for you to explore or whatever.
Not even. I feel kind of like an RPG. Like if you've ever played like The Witcher 3 or Mass Effect, things like, it'd be kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like you go to different planets, different space stations, and you do missions, stuff like that. But it's it's set in the Elite Dangerous world. You get what I'm saying?
Like the Thargoids, like physically beamed off their ship and were on some of the attack stations, and we were sent in as ground troops to try to thwart them off the stations or whatever they were after. Yeah, I mean stuff like that. Like you wouldn't actually be a pilot in that game. You're a ground troop or something like that. It could just be like a second. I just don't feel like they should add it to this game. They should just make a separate, standalone, elite, I don't know, dangerous combat foot soldier. I don't, whatever you want to call it. But I think that would be a cool idea instead of trying to add space legs to this game. I just don't think it needs space legs, honestly. You can only add so much on top of everything, too, can't you?
Say again?
There's only so much you can keep adding on top of stuff before it gets started.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I mean, honestly, let's talk about it. So you can walk around your ship. Okay. Like I don't. What else? Like I don't. Why do I need to walk around the ship in this game?
Yeah, I don't know. It's.
You get what I'm saying though?
Yeah, and like honestly, the space legs. It actually, it sounded really good before I watched that Obsidian Ant video. But then it was like
that's
I watched that.
Put it in perspective.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did a really good job of putting it in perspective, and it was like, yeah, you know what? I don't know. After I watched that video, I was like, I don't know if I really want space legs. I thought I did, but it's.
I'm sorry. Hold on. You can join the mission now. Pops, and you can submit your insulated membranes.
Alright.
But yeah, once it's put in perspective, it's kind of like, I didn't think about that. Like, I don't know.
Well, the thing he said in that video that really caught my attention is he was like, it's interesting how an entire galaxy is not enough. You know, like
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
it's like it's true. It's like we have this entire space sandbox essentially to go play in, and we got people complaining about the fact that they can't walk around their ship.
Walk around the ship.
It's like, well, I mean, the fact is you're sitting in a futuristic spaceship.
Well,
You know?
and that's again why I come back all the way to this. I think they should go ahead and start working on making this PSVR compatible, and just give us that
Oh
option.
yes! Oh my God!
You know what I
I
mean?
love it. I was so disappointed
just put that option.
when I finally figured out that the PlayStation doesn't support that. I mean, I should have known that going right in, but it took me a little bit. You know, I got a little learning curve there. I'm an older guy, you know. But yeah, I was very disappointed to find out that PlayStation does not support the VR in this game.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, but I think about that one.
It's on the PlayStation. It's on the PlayStation side. It's not on the Frontier side either.
Well, my thing is though that like, okay, once again, like, yeah, the VR would be cool to a certain extent, but also it's like, well, we already have like head look. We can already look around, which is the whole point. What would be kind of the whole point of VR as it is.
Well, because this is why I think VR would be cool. Perspective. Because yes, we have the head look in the game, but I also feel like the VR. Anyone that's played this game in VR will tell you the perspective, and you know, the game in VR. It's like a whole new game. Like you really understand how big the ship is, how big the stations are. Like perspective from the VR point of view in the game, it changes how you look at the game. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like you see in, you know, I don't know, a plane on TV and like that's big, and then you actually get there and it's like, okay, that's big. Like I've seen Air Force One personally, and I realize how big of a fucking plane it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's a lot bigger than I thought. Like I knew it was big, but shit. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, VR in this game, not only does it add to immersion, but the perspective of the game is crazy with on. I just think it'd be games like this. I think deserve VR. Like when they have certain games that have VR, and it's just kind of like that game doesn't need VR. Like you guys are bored. A game like this, I think, is what you would make VR.
Yeah. So Justin, I turned in insulating membrane.
It's already completed.
All right.
So that's done. Get your 40 mil.
I did.
How's that feel?
I got my 40 mil.
Now you can share your what do you call it? I don't know if you have.
Yeah, I have my insulating membrane mission. Sharing it over now.
I got that. Accepted. Okay, I'm gonna head back and grab a load. I have 378 right now, so I can throw that in there in the pot.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I have some remaining in my my hold as well.
Pops, if you want, you can start grabbing beryllium.
Beryllium. Got that.
You can get that from OU Geminorum.
OU Geminorum. Cartwright. Got you.
And Pops, be sure to accept this insulating membrane mission I shared over.
Roger that.
Oh god. The famous standby stuck screen.
Hollow me.
Yeah, I just did it. Yeah, so anyone out there, if you're playing this game and you ever get stuck at the standby screen like I did, just go to your right panel, click on Hollow Me, and then exit, and it clears the screen. You don't have to start over. I know that was a big thing with a lot of people I play with. You get stuck at the standby screen, you ended up having to leave the game because it wouldn't come out of screen. But instead of leaving the game, you can just go to the Hollow Me and then come back, and it's like it never happened. So you don't have to like leave the entire fucking game.
Yeah, it's a nice little exploit we found.
All right, so I'm about to turn in the 378 that I have left.
All right.
To slay membranes.
Let's see here.
What? All right, stand by. It's acting really wonky right now. Okay, it's not letting me turn in anything. Whatever. This game is fucking stupid right now.
Okay. Of course, Cartwright Station. Oh. Why is it telling me 7 jumps?
To Cartwright at OU Gym and On. That should be 1 jump.
It told me 7 jumps.
Do you have economic on?
I need to double check. I don't believe I've never run economic. I run fastest route.
Yeah.
Somehow, oh, when it reset, yeah, there we go.
I thought so. I was like, that sounds like a economic route right there.
Oh, it probably.
Okay, so are we going back to?
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta leave your mission and then rejoin it because it's not letting me. Well, yeah, to get the rest of the insulated membranes, you're gonna have to go to Wolf.
Okay.
Hold on. Hey, resubmit that your mission to me, please.
Got it. Doing it now. Share. So Pops and Justin, you guys both need to accept that mission.
I accepted it. Now let's see if this works like it's supposed to. I also gave you the beryllium mission that I'm gonna start working on as well.
Alright.
So you guys can go ahead and join that. Pops, you can join the beryllium mission I just put out there.
Roger that.
Yeah, it's not letting me add anything to this your mission. I don't know what is going on right now. This is very stupid.
Alright, I'm showing a beryllium and a insulated membrane mission.
Yep. That's
Now,
perfect.
Yeah, this one beryllium mission. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything to any of my stuff. Oh God! I gotta exit anyway. I have to exit anyway.
Alright, well, yeah, we'll get you back in here.
That's what it is. Alright, well, at any rate, I'm glad you guys tuned in, my one watcher. But I'm gonna shut down and fix some things, but I'll catch you guys next time. We'll do some more space trucking. Later. Alright, let me back out of here. And yeah, you guys just got to send me another one to cook because it's being real good. I couldn't even submit anything to my own missions. Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
alright, so I'm rejoining.
Alright.
They should make ship kits for the Type 9 though. I feel like why don't we have ship kits for the Type 9? You know?
I don't know.
I think they could come up with something cool for the Type 9.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
I
I'm
picked
just...
up a few missions. I don't know if y'all are interested in what y'all are planning on running, but I'd be more than happy to share some of them with you.
Duh. I just shared the beryllium mission back to you guys.
You don't get a lot of duh these days.
Reshare your insulate membranes, please.
Got it.
Okay, accepted for the 90th million time.
Let's see what I've got here that's worth. Everything I've got looks like we can pick it up at Cartwright. It's all metals.
Yeah, if it's all metals, we can definitely just get it from Cartwright.
It's gold, silver, gold, and gallium.
Yeah, we can get it from Cartwright.
Let me see which ones pay the most, because I didn't.
Well, once this insulating membrane mission is done, I will be in the Billionaires Club.
I got a 19 million one here. I can share.
All right, I'm gonna head back to
I'm gonna share
Wolf.
this 19
Oh no, you went to
million.
Wolf, right, to grab the rest of it, or
I'm grabbing a
what
full
do we
load.
need? What 1140 out of 370? Okay. 140. We're gonna meet just a little bit. It's 70. You're gonna have 766 left to grab right now. You're picking up 752, so we're gonna need just a couple.
Yeah.
Now this is kind of a cheat, I guess, maybe because I'm not actually collecting it the way the game wants me to. But some of the mining missions that are for silver and gold, I'll pick that are wing missions. I'll pick them up too because they're such a small amount of metal, and I can get it all in one load just about. And it only pays like maybe half of what I'm paying for it, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if you want to do that, you can. I don't know. I think the sourcing missions are working just fine, but.
Oh yeah, they are. But I'm talking about stuff that I do when you guys aren't on to try to keep making money, even though I don't have another crew to run with.
No. What we're getting at is just right now with the payouts that we're getting for the sourcing missions. I would say let's concentrate on those just to maximize what we're getting.
Oh yeah, that's why I filtered through them and I didn't share. I got one of those missions like that. That's why I'm telling you about it. I didn't share that with y'all.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. No, but that is a good point to anybody that might come across this. That a lot of the mining missions, as Pops is talking about, they'll pay out 7-8 million, but it's like a super small amount of the metal that you need, so you can just treat it like a sourcing mission, and go buy it, and it's like it only is going to cost you about half of what the payout would be, and you still make a tidy little profit.
But you need to be careful. You got to make sure that they do supply that particular metal, because sometimes you can pick up something that they don't actually supply in a readily amount that would work for you. So it is risky to do that if you don't do the research beforehand.
Well, yeah, that's sourcing, and that's something we've talked about in other episodes of Space with the Truckas, that you got to be real careful when you're doing this to be sure that you source it beforehand.
Right.
Don't just assume that a certain station has it just because they had it before.
Yeah, because people like us are out here grabbing it by
truckloads.
So
yeah.
Right. So don't count on it. I mean, unless it's something crazy. Like we've been to stations where it's like they've got 300,000 of something. It's just like, yeah, they're not running out anytime soon.
Yeah. So.
But when it's simple numbers, they've got 6,000. Don't count on that to last, because
you have two crews picking up that, then it's like 2 people of 4 that have Type 9s.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
You go. That's 2,000. Yeah, I mean, who knows? you could get there and it's gone.
There's plenty of us out here trucking like this. We're not the only ones at all. There's some big groups out here trucking. So.
Mm-hmm.
And the game doesn't replenish itself in game time. It does it kind of a real time. It takes it a while to build to resource itself.
It sure does. Just be wary of what places have. I mean, some places are just good for things like OU Gymnorum. That's what they do. They're into the metal gig, so we always know we can count on that place for the most part. I mean, they could come short one day. For the most part, they're very reliable with metals.
But usually with metals, they're in the hundreds of thousands of units.
Right.
Now, there's other things you can grab from some places, but they're not always plentiful like that. So it's like case by case. Maybe one day they have what you're looking for, that next day they don't have anymore.
So Cartier City has 11 units left.
Is this considered a refinery or
of insulating membranes? So yep, we need to find someone else.
Okay, yeah. So I'm diverting to.
What's the total left on insulated membranes?
I only need to grab 14. I only need 14.
14.
But I have to grab a full. I have to grab a
here.
full load though. I couldn't get a. I couldn't grab a full load here. They had 11 when I got here.
Oh, you couldn't grab a full. Okay, check Beard City.
So,
All right.
It says they have 785. That's what it says.
Well, hopefully that's the case.
Yeah, well, I'm right next to it, so I'm gonna drop in and see what they say. I'm actually 2 light seconds away.
Yeah, so if they have 785, that's gonna be like just enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be just exactly just enough. I'm swinging around.
Oh, don't want to smack the station. Don't want to smack the station.
Insulating membrane. I've got 691 here at Cartwright terminal.
At Cartwright?
I could go ahead and pick all that up.
Hold on, because we don't need all of it. What do you have? What do you have, Knight?
I have none.
Right now?
I didn't pick up any because there was only 11 when I got here.
I pick up all that stuff. Pops.
Roger
Pick up
that.
the 7 that you was talking about. I'm gonna drop in a bird and see if they have. Go back to Cartier if you have it left. Just pick up beryllium from there.
Okay, gotcha. I will do that.
I've got 691 and insulating membrane.
Pick up the rest beryllium.
Roger
Pops.
that.
I'm gonna drop in the beer and see if they have what they're talking about. If they do, I'll grab the remainder that we need of insulating membranes, and then we can have that knocked out. Knock out this beryllium. Move on to the rest of the stuff that we got. So I still got some other stuff in here. I got, I've got gallium. I've got consumer tech.
I've got gold, silver, and gallium as well, I believe.
Yeah, the gold I just accepted.
I've got 61 in beryllium. If you need to make note of that or whatever.
Okay, it's good to go.
Alright,
I just dropped down into Bird. I'm gonna go see what they got.
Plotting a course back to Akanar.
That's pretty cool. I'm looking at an eclipse right now. It actually looks really fucking awesome.
Yeah, Elite Dangerous has no shortage on the fields.
No, they don't. They definitely have some views.
Landing sequence completed. Power down systems.
Of course, locked in for Bennett Gateway. Prepping for launch.
Alright, picking up a full load of beryllium. Alright, full load. Punching the Bennett Gateway coordinates back in, and I'll be launching.
Off the pad and en route for the mail slot.
Wow, this is cool. You guys, for Space Mutha Truckers, are gonna get to see. This is it. This is the final run back to Bennett before I'm gonna be a billionaire.
Wanna be a billionaire so freaking bad.
Send the banner down on pad 25. You got 691 and what do you call that? insulating membranes, yes? Pops?
I need to verify that. That is affirmative. I have 691 units of insulating membrane.
Ship-to-ship
Copy that.
collisions will result in a fine, Commander. Be careful.
Alright. Clear mass slot, beginning a series of 2 jumps to turn to Akanar.
I need to pick up 75. Okay. Hopefully they have 75. All I need is 75. Don't let me down. Come on, Bird. Come on.
Waiting
Oh
on.
yes, they actually had more than it says they have. They have 868. It said they
Oh,
only had 785.
well, that's nice.
They came through in the clutch.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right,
Thank you, Bird City.
I got 75. They also have plenty of metal here. They've got it by the hundreds of thousands. I'm gonna grab beryllium. And I'm headed back to Bennett Gateway.
Good. Some back-end
Final jump
systems.
to the Arcanar system.
Targeting Bennett.
Launching out.
Man. So you know, I gotta say, it's one thing we've said before on Space Mother Truckas, and I wanted to just say it here too before you guys see me make it to the Billionaires Club. One thing that's really cool is I don't do this broadcast to just like brag about the money I have in game. I'm doing it because I really want people to see that this is very much duplicatable across pretty much the entire galaxy.
Yeah.
What we're doing here at Bennett
like
Gateway
I'm
is
gonna be-
really not that special. Anybody watching this, you can get allied with a station, and
like
you can
20
start,
minutes.
yeah, exactly, in like 20 minutes, and you can start running missions like this. I mean, I don't. It's not. I found that it's not isolated just to Bennett Gateway.
No.
No.
So that's what's really cool is
All right, I'm being interdicted.
if you're watching this, you know, pulling in billions is not that difficult.
Piggybacking off of you, Knight, real quick. I think the biggest key with Elite Dangerous is knowledge. This is one of them games where, I mean, it's geeky as shit, but if you dive into it and really understand and know as much as you can, it just makes building credits on this game crazy easy. Because honestly, most of how we do what we do is just because we know how the game works. We've really built an understanding, and I think that's the biggest learning curve when you start playing this game from day one, is figuring out how everything works, why this is important. Because I mean, I didn't look at the commodities board when I first started playing for like months. I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's more of once you realize and know what's what this game and understand how things work, that's when you start, oh, so I can make this much money. In the beginning, you're wasting a lot of time just figuring out, well, why do I need to go here, or what's there, or why can't I go this far, or how do I make the ship go faster? Like, you know, knowledge is pretty much the key to this game. Is just knowing how the game works and stuff. Honestly, once you know that, what we're doing is like child's play. There's probably people somewhere, someone playing this game and doing something similar, but making twice as much because they figure out something we still haven't figured out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and one thing
yeah.
I wanted to say too is that another critical component, probably more than knowledge, I would say, is having a good crew to run with.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
Find yourself some players that you mesh with. You know, there's kind of that X factor, right, Justin? You and I talk about that all the time. You know, if we're looking at working with somebody, there's like that X factor of like, do we just get along? Like, do we just mesh and make sense to each other? And you know, that's really it. Just like find yourself a crew that makes sense. That's what's cool here at the GSS. We're just we're building on that all the time. We've got our crew right now, but by no means are we set and in a closed community. We're willing to open our doors to just about anybody, but you know, it's an audition phase. It really is. You know, just because we bring you in on a mission does not necessarily mean you're in the GSS right away. We just have to play with you a little bit, but we'll give anybody a shot. You know, we really will. So if you're watching this and you know, you're looking for a good space trucking crew, you can either message Justin 2012 or myself, Silent Knight 8891. and you know, and let us know you wanna get into some space trucking and make some money. And it doesn't matter where you're at. You know, you could be literally starting in a sidewinder. We don't care if you're if you're willing to learn. Yeah, if you're willing to open your ears and listen, and you're willing to work with us, then you know we'll do what we can to help you out. So.
And I mean, we've literally had people come to the GSS driving like a Viper, and you know, within the first day of playing with us, we gotten them into like a Type 7 or something, you know.
Yeah.
You know, easily, just you know. So it's not about the credits solely with us. It's not like, oh well, you're not really contributing that much yet, so we're not gonna. No, that's not really.
Because we know you will. You know. That's the thing, is we know you will.
Wait till I get on the pad, you can show them what I started in and what I've got now.
You actually did a video on that, Pops. You did a video on that.
Yes, you did, yeah. Well, and you know, another good person, you've seen him in Space Mother Truckas as well, is you have any questions about that, you can ask Black Bear 23. We literally took Black from when he was in a Sidewinder. He started this game.
The day he started.
The day he started, he had hundreds of millions in credits. I don't know many players that start their Elite Dangerous career with hundreds of millions of credits.
I didn't start out like that at all.
And you know what? And he wasn't. And guess what? It's not like he was. It's not like he was hauling cargo on his Sidewinder. At first, it was. It's like, all right, well, let's figure out how we're gonna just get you here to Bennett Gateway. You know. So.
Yeah, exactly. We just had to get him here.
We just had to get him here.
That was the first task.
That was the first task. Once we got him here.
His jump drive was so low he couldn't even get here initially. So we had to figure out how do we get it. And I remember what we did. He ended up multi-crew with me just to get in on the credits from bounty hunting. Yep. I just shot down like 2 or 3 ships just to get like 200-300 credits, and he got a piece of that. And then he went back, bought the stuff he needed, and then he started jumping his way towards here. So, I mean, honestly, that's kind of, you know, in the shape of all things when you're looking at gaming. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of the point. Like, is to you know, hang out and virtually play with other people, you know, stuff like that. It's not, you know, just specifically, oh, let's play, but you know, what can you do for me? Like, I mean, I don't honestly come and play the game because I want to show I have the most money. I play because I like kicking it with Knight. I like kicking it with Pops. You know what I mean? It's just a hangout for the most part.
Yeah, it really is, and yeah, it's a hangout with the backdrop of a space video game. It really is.
Exactly. That's all it is.
So that's why I said, you know, earlier that's really, I think, the critical component. More than anything, is find yourself a good crew to run with, people that you mesh with, and people that are what do you call it? Just cool, you know, that you mesh well with, and also that are helpful. You know, that's what you want. So sometimes that's easier said than done. You know. I mean, you see our crew now, but it's like, you know, Justin and I, we've been through some people, you know, we've been through some people that we thought were going to stick around, and, you know, they really didn't.
Right.
And, you know, nothing wrong with that. No, you know, no ill will towards those people or anything like that. It's just, you know, that's life. It's part of when you're working on building something.
Heads up, your insulating membranes are turned in, just so you know.
Oh, copy that. Cool. So, insulating membranes turned in. I think you guys are about to see me hit the Billionaires Club. Let's see here. Stand by.
See some fireworks go off in the station. Another billionaire!
Alright, here we go. So, as I click this, I will be a billionaire. I feel like I need some epic music in the background, but I don't know. I don't have it, so I think I'm just gonna click the button with very little fanfare.
We'll edit the music in later.
We'll add it in later. There we go, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 1 billion 14,725,887 credits. That is a beautiful sight. In the Billionaires Club.
Alright, so I just turned in the beryllium that I had. There's not much left for that one beryllium mission.
Alright.
That I have.
Cool.
1479 out of 1656.
Well, with that, I think that's a really good place to end this episode of Space Mother Truckas with a final shot of the GSS Highlander. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you next time.
Later.